The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Now let's join the Green Hornet in this week's episode.
That's the strand, Mr. Bates.
That's it, Cato. You saw the name printed on the side of those tank cars? It's a string of Robertson's gas tankers.
It isn't fast.
No, it's a slow freight, Cato. Dim the lights on the Black Beauty.
Yes, sir.
There's enough light to guide us along the road with the snow showing the way. I want you to trail that freight.
Oh.
I haven't explained before. There's not much time now, but I'll let you in on a little. Robertson is a big gasoline dealer. He's underselling everyone else in the state. Runs his own gas station. There have been a lot of rumors that he's working a racket. But so far, no one can put a finger on how he does it. And that's why the Green Hornet's out tonight.
I see.
Everything else has been covered. I have a feeling those tank cars hold the secret. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go. Get the Black Beauty going. We're going to tail that freight and see what we can learn.
Sure is rattling this trip. A lot of empties always make a lot of noise.
Sure is cool, though.
Hey, close that door. Hard enough to keep this caboose hot without you leaving that door wide open, Mac.
Yeah? Listen, Dutch, if you're so concerned, maybe you ought to take over my job.
Me go climbing over a lot of empties? Nuts. I'll stick in here where it's clean.
Yeah, you would.
Got any kicks?
Not me. My job's being brakeman. Say, Dutch,
Yeah?
what's the idea of you riding along every time we haul a string of Robertson's tank cars?
I work for Robertson, don't I?
What's he afraid of? Somebody gonna swipe his gasoline?
You ask too many questions, Mac.
Besides, these here cars is empty. There ain't no gasoline in them.
Robertson don't like nobody tampering with his property, see?
Okay. Only who's gonna look at the empties? I tell you.
Now, button your lip, will you?
You ain't a sociable guy, are you? You think it's a picnic, trotting over them cars, checking up like I gotta do?
That's your headache.
This kind of weather. Any bum that hops a ride in the brake beams nights like this is bad.
Yeah. You rattle worse than these empties.
Sure they rattle. That's because they're so light. Makes them bounce around.
As long as they stay on the rails, that's all.
What a night. Ice in the steel, switches froze.
What's the matter?
Huh?
That's the first time you shut up since we started.
I've been watching that car.
Car? Where?
Been sailing. It's on the state road. See it?
No, Oh, yeah. Sort of dark. Say, that's a big baby.
Streamlined, huh?
Not many cars out on a night like this. Why is he going so slow? A car like that could step away from a freight on 2 cylinders.
Search me.
Here he goes into the underpass.
Yeah, we're taking a curve now.
Hey, what the...
Something's wrong. The train's shooting the rails.
What happened? Wait! The brakes are on already! Look out! The caboose is slipping! Drive something! Phew. Are you okay?
Yeah. Boy, she almost left the rails that time.
Come on, let's get outside and take a look.
Watch out for that stove. Gone over, we'd be in a nice jam.
Hey, look, the train's off the track.
Must have been that switch back a ways. Must have froze.
There's a couple of tank cars turned over.
Yeah, lucky there wasn't full of gas.
Yeah.
Lend me a hand, will you? We got to put out some flares back a ways so the special don't climb all over our rear end.
Not me. I don't work for the railroad.
Why, you lot
My
here.
job's to watch Robertson tank cars, that's all. And... Hey, look at that.
Huh?
Those 2 guys down there, Mac, they're looking at the tank car. Hey, you!
Let me railroad.
Come on! Stop! Hold on there!
They're running toward the road.
Mac, there's that car.
They're getting away.
Step on it. Stop or I'll let you have it!
There they go.
Just look out! I'll teach you that. Going too fast.
Thanks, Dutch. Did you get a good look at that job?
Going like a streak of lightning.
That was the car of the Green Hornet.
Huh?
There, you hear that horn?
Gosh, you're right. The Green Hornet. And he was looking at them tank cars.
Wait till this gets out. The Green Hornet reckoned the slow freight.
Gunnigan.
Go away, Lowry. I'm up to my ears.
Yeah, we'll get a load of this.
If it's another of those screwy human interest yarns of yours, I'm not interested.
This is big, Gunnigan. Came off the wire.
Shut up. 5 minutes of deadline and you can... Hello. Yeah, Gunnigan talking. Right. Put that snap of the senator in big on page 1. Okay, that's the work. You can shoot page 1 down. It's all closed.
Page 1 isn't closed, Gunnigan.
Oh, I suppose you're the editor of the Daily Sentinel.
Can the sarcasm. Will you pop your eyes at this?
Okay. Anything for a rest. Give me.
Just came in over the wire service from upstate.
Slow freight has accident.
So what? Read the last line, Chief.
It is believed that the Green Hornet had something to... The Green Hornet?
That's the flash, Chief.
The Green Hornet was seen there.
Well, there's not much news yet, but we'll be able
We'll
to...
get it. Get a follow-up. Check with the railroad.
Okay.
This is news. Come on. Hello. Make up. Gunnigan. Hold page 1. Yeah, I said hold it. We can slip in the box. The Green Hornet is believed to have caused a railroad crash. More coming.
The boss around, Gunnigan. He ought to know.
Reed, this time of night? Don't be silly, Lowry.
That's right. He's probably out night clubbing.
Wherever he is, he'll learn about this soon enough. Now get busy. I want a complete story in the late edition, or else Reed will start asking questions when he gets here in the morning.
Oh, it's you, Lowry. I thought it was Mr. Reed.
He's not in yet, Casey?
He's due any minute. He phoned he was on his way.
Did he say anything about that Green Hornet yarn?
Not a thing.
No.
Well, you sound disappointed.
Well, after the way I scrambled around last night trying to get more dope on
I
it.
suppose you want to be knighted.
Okay, skip it.
Besides, I've been reading the Sentinel.
Well?
You got out there too late to do much asking.
Yeah, the car's all back on the rails.
I'm glad no one was hurt, Lowry.
Well, it wasn't much of an accident, Casey. The only thing that makes it important was that the Green Hornet was seen there.
How certain are those men that it was the Hornet?
Casey, they saw him. They saw his car.
Well, it seems inconceivable that the Hornet would deliberately wreck a train.
Don't ask me why, but he did.
Are you sure?
Well, there's nothing to show what caused it, but you know the Hornet. Wrecking a train is just the sort of thing that guy would do.
Well, we don't agree on that, Lowry.
Hey, you're not sticking up for him.
But good grief, what reason would he have?
For a guy like the Hornet, you don't need reasons, Casey. If he acted reasonably, the police would have nabbed him long ago.
You think so, Lowry?
Oh, boss, I didn't hear you come in.
You were pretty busy with your discussion.
Mr. Reed, do you believe the Hornet did this?
Why ask me, Miss Kate?
Well, after all, you've made a study of the Hornet and the way he acts.
You were doing all right upholding his case yourself.
Then you agree with me?
Yeah, perhaps train wrecking is out of the Hornet's line, Miss Kate.
But he was there, boss. You can't get around that.
Lowry, what was that train composed of?
Huh?
Well, I read the Sentinel on the way down this morning. That train was a string of Robertson's private tank cars, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Was there, much damage?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see. There was some guy there that kept the spectators away.
Even a reporter?
Yeah, a guy named Dutch. He wasn't with the railroad. Said he worked for Robertson.
So you didn't see the tank car?
Well, not up close.
Why, Mr. Reed, is anything wrong?
Oh, just checking, Miss Kate. Lowry, you've heard the rumors about Robertson's gasoline company.
I know he sells for half what the regular companies charge.
Is that all?
Gosh, Mr. Reed, you mean the rumors that Robertson's working a racket in gasoline?
Exactly, Miss Case.
Yeah, I heard those too. But where's the racket come in? Just because the guy undersells...
Well, isn't it odd that you couldn't get a look at those tank cars last night?
Huh?
Hey, Casey. Where's Reed?
Are you looking for me, Gunnigan?
Oh, I didn't spot you right away, Reed. Robertson's in the clear.
Robertson?
You were clear about what? We were talking about his train wreck.
No, Casey, this is something else. You see, Robertson's underselling all the other gas dealers.
Yeah, but he claims that's because he eliminates the middleman. Buys his own gasoline, uses his own tank cars, and sells from his own gas station. Cuts down the overhead.
That's his claim. And it looks like he's right.
Hold it a minute, Gunnigan.
Now?
As I get it, the other gas dealers claim there was something phony about Robertson's ability to sell at rock-bottom prices.
Prices the competition can't even touch.
And now you say the investigation has gotten nowhere?
Yeah, dead end, Reed.
How about the octane content of Robertson's gas?
Except for the standard specifications, Reed. All the way.
Been inspected?
Checked and double-checked. If Robertson's pulling a racket on the public, it can't be proved.
Boss, he must be selling inferior gas. It's the only answer. Unless he's losing money.
He's not losing money. He made plenty last year.
Oh, hold on.
Well, Miss Case?
What's this got to do with the Green Hornet?
Holy mackerel, that's right. Those were Robertson's tank cars, and the Hornet was there. What's the answer?
Perhaps more than we think. Lowry, you have an assignment. Drop in on Robertson tonight.
Yeah, boss?
I have a feeling that Robertson knows the answer. Now, you may not get the answers, but you certainly can ask the questions. And make them strong.
That evening, in Britt Reed's apartment, the publisher spoke to Cato, his valet and the only living man to know him as the Green Hornet.
I heard today that the Robertson investigation proved nothing, Cato. Gunnigan thought it was news, but I'd learned that the day before.
Yes, Mr. Britt.
Robertson must have tossed around plenty of money to get a whitewash. That's why we went out last night in the Black Beauty.
After the train?
I wanted to check those tank cars. They were made in a factory owned by Robertson. And that accident gave us a chance to look them over, and we found what we were looking for.
Very true.
That wreck was purely accidental. Because the Black Beauty was seen there, the Hornet gets the blame. And that means we've got to go ahead as the Green Hornet to expose Robertson's racket.
Yes, sir.
Is the Black Beauty all ready to travel?
The car's ready.
We had a long drive last night. From now on, we'll be operating right here in the city.
We're going out?
No, we're not going out, not just yet. I had Gunnigan send Lowry out on an assignment. He's to drop in on Robertson this evening.
Yes?
I want to make sure a note gets there when Lowry's around to see it.
I don't understand, Mr. Britt.
Open that package, that one on the table.
Yes, sir.
It's writing paper. I had it purchased in such a way that it can never be traced to me. Careful how you handle it. You got to avoid fingerprints.
Yes, sir. There it is.
All right, I'll write the note. You're to go out in the Black Beauty. You wait near Robertson's place till you see Lowry.
Yes?
And get the note in so that Lowry can't miss it. On the way there, you can dispose of this pen as well. There. Hand me an envelope. You take a look, Cato. Have I disguised the handwriting well enough?
It's good, Mr. Britt.
Fine. Now, once you deliver this note, come back here in the Black Beauty. Make sure Lowry hears the car. Do you understand?
I do so.
Meanwhile, I'll be making preparations for a final move. And, Cato.
Yes, sir?
Be careful as you drive through the streets. The newspapers are full of stories about the Green Hornet after we were spotted at that train wreck.
Before the next exciting scenes of our adventure, please permit us to pause for a meeting of the Law and Order Roundtable, conducted by the Green Hornet.
Good evening, friends. If you are between the ages of 15 and 21, please stop, think, and listen, because this message is intended especially for you. Undoubtedly, most of you are preparing yourselves now for the job of tomorrow. That's great. Keep up the good work. But along with preparing yourself for your chosen trade or profession, don't neglect to groom yourself for the job of good citizenship as well. Young Americans, America's hope for the future is in your hands. And that's why it's vitally important that you be well equipped to practice good citizenship, which in the final analysis is the foundation of good government. Incidentally, good government will not tolerate crooked politicians and dishonest officials. Consequently, rackets cannot thrive or even exist. Boys and girls, learn all you can now about how your government works. Find out what makes it tick and why. Make it a habit to study both sides of every important political issue. And in addition, study the records of candidates who seek to run your government, locally or nationally. Vote for the candidate who's best qualified by education and experience, who has the best record for honesty, sincerity, and accomplishment. Now, tonight's story reveals how a racketeer named Robertson succeeded in his price-cutting gasoline racket at the expense of the public and the honest gasoline merchants through the judicious bribery of a few unscrupulous men in key positions. In a few years, it will be up to you, boys and girls, to keep unscrupulous men out of key positions by voting intelligently and honestly. Even though some of you are too young to vote now, you're not too young to watch out for racket. And incidentally, if you hear about or know about a racket, won't you write me a letter about it? And that invitation goes for all my listeners. Just address your letter to the Green Hornet in care of the station to which you are listening. And in the meantime, let's get on with our story.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Robertson. After the train was wrecked, I made sure nobody got a good look at them tank cars.
I don't like all this talk about the Hornet, Mr. Robertson.
Neither do I, Sue. That's your positive it was the Hornet?
Yeah, it was him.
If he planned that accident, so was
No, that was luck. It was a frozen switch.
But when you saw him, he was near one of the cars?
I couldn't help it, boss.
Never mind alibis.
Robertson, do you think he had a chance to examine the tank cars?
That's what troubles me, Sue. We've been using false bottom tank cars.
storing inferior gasoline in the false bottoms. That way we could pass the regular government inspection.
Yeah, as long as we bribed a couple of them not to be too inquisitive.
Yeah. There are always people who will take bribes.
But all this Hornet talk, it ain't so good, Robertson.
Well, let's hope it dies down. Once this scare is over, the public will continue to buy my gasoline.
And continue to think they're getting a bargain.
Listen, boss.
Well?
I was just thinking. Don't you have no kicks from car owners? That stuff we pour into their tanks must ruin the motors in a hurry.
That's taken care of.
Yes, Dutch. The attendants tell them it's poor garage service that's responsible, and they fall for it.
Sure, they can't take the gasoline themselves.
Right. We pocket the difference and grab off the market.
Expecting somebody, boss?
I know. Sure that is, Sue.
Okay, Robertson.
Anything else, boss?
No, you can get back to your job. Another trainload of empties going back. This time, keep your eyes open.
How about my pay?
What?
I've been asking for a raise for the last couple of months.
Well, it'll have to wait.
But listen...
Dutch, that's all. Remember, there was an investigation. It cost me plenty to cover it up. You'll have to wait.
Oh, that's all I hear.
Quiet. Coming back.
I told him you were busy, Mr. Robertson.
Who's this?
Always the name, Robertson. You're busy, but never too busy to see the press.
He's a newspaper man.
Yeah, from the Sentinel. Huh? Well, if it isn't my old pal.
Hello.
Still keeping spectators away from train wrecks?
Your business is with me?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I was just wondering.
Then suppose you get to it.
About that investigation, Robertson, the Sentinel...
The investigation is over. My company has a clean slate.
What I want to know is who wiped it clean.
What?
Now, see here.
Come on, don't blow up like a powder pigeon. How much dough did you pay out for a whiteboard?
You can't...
Let me at him, boss. I'll slug that punk from here to...
Put away the brass knuckles, Bud. You'll have to end up in the hoosgow if you go on wearing those things.
Sit down, Dutch. As for you, Mr. Lowry, I have no statement to make.
Now, isn't that...
Sue, what's the matter?
The window. I just saw someone looking in.
You're nuts.
I saw a man wearing a mask.
A mask. Come on, let's see.
Nonsense. No one here now.
The car again.
There he goes.
What car? Who?
It's the Green Hornet.
The Hornet.
What was he doing here?
Maybe this will give you the answer, Robertson.
Huh?
This note. It was left on the windowsill. It's from him.
The Hornet?
Yeah, the Hornet.
That note is addressed to me. Give me that.
Okay.
Any private correspondence? Yes. This letter's been opened.
You don't say.
You open this?
Sure. So the Hornet wants $50,000.
$50,000?
You had no right to read this.
I don't blame you for being worried, Robertson.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What I want to know is, are you going to pay him?
Of course not.
Yeah?
When did you open this note? When did you
three were gaping at the Hornet car. Now, come on. The Hornet wants $50,000. That means he knows something, and I want to know what.
That's ridiculous. I don't know what you're talking about. And if you print this in your paper, I'll...
You'll what?
Get out of here. Get out. Throw him out, Dutch. $50,000 to a crook. Ridiculous.
How do you like that, Gunnigan? The Green Hornet demands $50,000 from Robertson.
You saw the note?
With my big brown eyes. It's a McCoy. I saw the Hornet car, too.
What did Robertson say?
He hit the ceiling, and I hit the sidewalk.
Too many questions, eh?
Yeah, he got sore and had me thrown out. Is the Sentinel going to print it?
And how? I'm waiting to check with Reed on how he wants it handled.
This happened last night, Gunnigan?
Right, Reed. Lowry was there when it happened. We've been giving you space in the early editions. I thought maybe you could give us an angle for the late afternoon final.
Robertson could give no reason?
Maybe he could, but he didn't. Lowry said he just looked scared. Maybe it's just a plain extortion note.
You think the Hornet has something on Robertson?
Don't know.
Well, I'll keep it going. We may find out later.
I hope we do, Reed.
And
I
meanwhile,
hope
if
we do.
there's nothing further, I'm calling it a day, Gunnigan. Good night. Okay, so that note stirred things up. Hand me the phone.
Yes, sir.
Now it's time for us to follow it.
You call someone?
It's almost dark enough to go out in the Black Beauty. I'm getting Robertson ready.
Hello?
Let me talk to Robertson.
Mr. Robertson stepped out for a moment.
Tell him I'll be over around 9 o'clock.
Who is it?
Tell him to have that money.
Money. The Green Hornet.
Exactly. I'll be there.
He'll be waiting.
At 9. That's all. I told his secretary, Cato. Robertson will be expecting me.
I see.
Now I've got 2 more phone calls to make. One to that man who works for Robertson.
Who's that?
A man named Dutch. And the other to the police. You go ahead, Cato. Get the Black Beauty in shape. I'll meet you later.
Very well.
Hello, Dutch. Now listen to me and listen close.
A short while later, Britt Reed opened the secret panel behind his clothes press and went along the narrow passage built within the wall of the apartment house, which connected directly with the adjoining building. Supposedly abandoned, this building was in reality the hiding place of the sleek, streamlined car of the Green Hornet.
You're checking the motor, Cato?
It's all right now, Mr. Britt.
Okay, get the hood down. It's time for us to get traveling.
You called?
I spoke to Dutch, Cato. He's planning to leave on a train made up of Robertson's empty tank cars. But he'll be at Robertson's home tonight.
I see.
Apparently, Robertson doesn't take Dutch completely into his confidence. Dutch asks no questions. He'll be there, and he won't tell Robertson ahead of time.
Why?
Because he was told not to, and he'll do what the Hornet tells him. You take the wheel, Cato.
Very well.
I want the gas gun and the mask. Are they in the glove compartment?
Yes, sir. Here you are.
Good. Now get this. You're driving me to Robertson's, but you're not waiting for me. You'll take the Black Beauty and wheel out of there fast.
But, Mr.
As
Britt...
soon as I signal from the window, you step on the gas. Do you understand?
The police?
Never mind the police. I phoned them and they'll be there, but you do as you're told.
But
It's the only way, Cato, now believe me. If anything goes wrong, well, we may land behind bars. But we're going to see to it that it doesn't. We're going to see that the bars close on Robertson, not us. Now step on it.
What's the time?
Almost 9 o'clock, Robertson.
Oh, that blasted Hornet. I only dared get the police in on his side.
But you don't.
How much does he know? Where'd he get his information?
I know plenty, Robertson.
What's that?
It's him, the Green Hornet.
Take it easy. You were expecting me.
Yes, but how'd you get in? You moved like a cat. Couldn't hear a sound.
Fortunately, this filing cabinet stands almost directly in front of the back window.
That's how you got in.
You have the money, Robertson?
Just a
I haven't
moment.
time. Now hand it over.
What are you going to do with it?
I might be giving it to charity.
Charity. From the Green Hornet?
Perhaps. In fact, I will. I'll send it anonymously. Have you any suggestions for a worthy charity, Robertson?
Now, look
there must
here.
be someone anxious to get charity from your racket.
Oh, stop it. Stop fooling.
You persist in thinking I'm fooling. Okay, let's get down to business. And the business is the money.
First of all, how much do you know?
I could use this gun and take the money, Robertson.
No.
Oh, wait, don't shoot.
But I'll hold my fire. I know all about those tank cars, Robertson. I know that they have false bottoms. That you slip them by the government inspectors. That you sell gas that's way off standard to the public.
But where did
I get that information? Well, first of all, I saw the tank cars, and they were empty.
But
I tapped them with a hammer. The difference in sound gave away the false bottom.
Oh,
That's why you guarded those empty cars so carefully. Just one thing, Robertson. Next time, be more careful who you choose to do your guarding.
What?
Some of them are open to bribery.
Robertson. He means that.
A clever girl.
So that's it. Dutch has been talking.
For all you know, Robertson, he might be in with me.
Listen, Hornet, I'll make a deal. Take care of Dutch, and I'll pay you twice this.
The door.
See what it is.
But I...
Go ahead, it's probably Dutch.
Dutch here? He was supposed to be on the train.
I told him to come here.
He's working for you.
I'm open to a proposition, Robertson. Now put out the light.
Huh?
Put out the light. Now, bring Dutch in.
Go ahead, Sue.
Okay.
Give me that money.
Can't we talk it over first?
Hand it over. That's better. There's enough light for Dutch to see us. Dimly, but well enough. When he gets here, state your proposition. You understand?
You mean you'll consider
Make
it?
it clear for Dutch's benefit.
Well, I don't.
Lad.
Hey, what's the idea? Talking in the dark.
Come in, Dutch. It looks like our little partnership is dissolved.
The Green Hornet, huh?
I'm on Robertson's side, Dutch. Not yours.
You gave him the dough, boss?
You double-crossing little rat. Filling my affairs, huh? The Hornet's in with me now. He'll take care of you. Huh?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Joe gave him information so he could hold me up for 50,000. But the Hornet's tossed you over, Dutch. He's playing ball with me. That means he's taking care of you.
Yes, you'll be well taken care of, Dutch.
Wait a minute. That gun. You ain't
I'm on
gonna...
Robertson's side
Listen,
now.
don't shoot me. Robertson, listen. I ain't never talked. I'm no squealer.
Get away from him. Raise this shade. You got some light.
Take him, Hornet. Get him out of here.
No, I tell you don't.
Robertson, it's the police.
Police. Help! Help!
Hornet, get him out of here.
That's the Hornet's car. It's going away.
What's going?
So the Hornet's crammed, huh? Okay, Robertson, this time I'll fix your racket plenty. Hear them guys outside?
Wait a minute, Dutch.
Wait, nothing. They're cops, see? Cops. I'm going out to get them. The Hornet ain't here to scare me, see? I'm going to tell them the word.
It's no use. He's gone.
Just a minute. I'll let you in. Hurry up or we'll smash our way in.
That's too late. Dutch is going to talk. He knows everything.
Robertson, you better beat it.
Yes, out the back way. This way.
No, you don't.
The Hornet. But I thought you'd gone.
That was my car you heard, but I wasn't in it.
Get us out of here. The police catch
That's
us.
exactly what they're going to do. Take it, Robert.
No. I can't breathe.
You shot him.
Just gas. He'll be all right soon enough. And here's the same for you. You'll both wake up behind bars.
You shot him.
Goodbye, and thank you for the 50,000. Where are they? In this room right here. Put on the light, somebody. They're gone. They beat it out. As soon as the Hornet left, they must have scrammed. But you can pick him up. He tried to have me bumped off. I'll tell you everything. Okay, Dutch, you talk and the Sentinel will print. It's a racket. The whole weight. I can give you names, the figures, and dates, everything. Try to bump me off, will they, that dirty rat?
Hey, they are gone.
What? What's that, Moran?
Here they are on the floor. Must have tried to go out the back way, but the Hornet gassed them.
Yeah, that's them. That's Robinson. I thought the Hornet was gone. Otherwise, I've been too scared to let you in.
We're in now, Bud. I don't know where the Hornet is, but these crooks are going into a cell block. Now, come on, take up where you left off. The Sentinel goes to press with a racket story.